So she's got a lot to tell you guys about tonight. How you doing, Toni?
I'm fine, Connie. Thank you for having me.
Well, thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. I just love you so much. Y'all cute stuff. Y'all got to see this girl. She is like stunning. Anyway, well, let me get a little bit of background information before we go into, what it is that you do. Were you born and raised in Wilmington or somewhere else?
No, somewhere else. I was born in New Jersey, raised cross-continental. I was raised half of the time in California and the other half in Philadelphia.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
Well, what was the contrast between California and Philadelphia?
It was hard. You got the gangs on the West Coast, and then you have I think I felt more comfortable in Philadelphia.
Okay.
I think I felt more accepted on the East Coast.
Okay.
I pretty much always have.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. That's great. Well, let me see. I always be trying to mull around in my mind what question I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna maybe try to trick her up a little bit. Nah, just kidding.
Trick me.
So you're a singer.
Yes.
How long have you been doing that?
I have been singing since I was 15 years old professionally. I had my first album. It was albums back then.
Right.
Don't count, people, please. And when I was 15 years old, it was I was in a 3-girl group at the time when Bananarama was around. I'm dating myself.
Oh, okay.
Again.
Well, that's okay. You still look good though.
Thank you. So they were looking for an all-girl group, and so we were called Toy, and it was called Party Nights was our single.
I wish we could dig that up. I should have asked you that question before. I'd have probably dug it up somewhere.
It's on my channel.
It's on your channel?
Yes.
Oh, I gotta listen to
I actually
this.
found it and put it in. It's up there. Yeah.
Well, what inspired you to begin singing? Is that one of those things that you always wanted to do, or did you start singing like in church or something? Or
I wish I would have sang in church, but I've always loved music, and I thought I could sing, and then I just tried it. I put myself out there as a singer, and I got picked up by a production company, and then we made the album.
okay,
and I realized that I actually could sing, and so time went by, and you get a little older, and you put the singing on the back burner,
right?
To raise your family and such. And then, when my family got a little older, I realized that I felt like something was missing.
Yeah.
I was I was searching for something. I love my kids, I love my family, but I still felt like I was searching. So I started doing karaoke.
Okay.
And started accumulating a following. And then somebody came to me and they said, why don't you put a band together? So I started searching for a band.
Okay.
And that's how I ended up writing You Got Me.
Right.
That was totally by accident. I found a wonderful pianist and or keyboardist, and we did the melody and stuff, and I wrote the song. And then the song was produced by Jason Coleman.
Okay. Now I heard that, and it's a very, very pretty song. So if you guys come across it, well, Toni, tell us where we could get it if we wanted to listen to it. You have a website or?
Yeah, it's on iTunes, Amazon, anywhere that you can buy music digitally. It's there.
Okay,
yeah.
So your single is a single?
It's a single. It's You Got Me by Toni Trower.
And it's a nice song, you guys. You got to listen to it. She has the most beautiful voice that I have ever heard. She's just a phenomenal singer. But being a singer isn't all you do. I know you write your own songs and stuff like that, but you are also an actress.
Yes. Now.
Because
of you.
See, y'all didn't know that, did you?
No.
So tell me, because it was your first experience when you did 12 Angry Women with my production company.
That's right.
We never really actually touched base afterwards. Tell me what you thought about the experience and, what it meant to you. Did it open you up to new things?
It really did open me up to a lot of new things, and I've got a lot of well, of course, you get a lot of more attention, than you had before, to be able to branch out into different things. But the experience was wonderful. I feel like I have a new family.
Yeah.
And you taught me a lot. That I think that you took a lot of care with your cast that I don't think that other people would have taken to like teach us and tell us this is what happens, this is what you do,
right,
and stuff like that. It was a great experience. It really was.
Well, I'm glad that you enjoyed it, because when I call you to come back,
I'll be here.
See, so she not only is a phenomenal singer and a songwriter, and I'll probably have you write some songs for some of my plays one day.
I would love to.
And I got a play that has a love story that I think that you could probably do some damage to.
I would love to.
Oh my goodness. One of the topics that I talk about here on the show is your gift making room for you.
Okay.
And I get a lot of responses from that. But did you ever think that you really, really wanted to do this, but it wasn't in the cards for you? And then it just happened? And
well, when I got pregnant with my son and had to stop singing, I thought to myself, it really wasn't in the cards for me.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of things that can make you feel that way, but I think what it really was is me not putting myself out there.
Right.
Once you get it in your mind that something is not in the cards for you,
right,
you make it happen for yourself.
Yeah.
But I think that if I would have pushed on and at least tried to put myself out there, I would have been able to have a baby and have a singing career.
Right.
But I shut my door. But as soon as I reopened it, and I said to myself, okay, well, I'm gonna just try.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's not in the cards for me, nothing's gonna happen.
Right.
But then stuff started to happen.
Right.
And then I said, well, okay, the next hurdle. If it's not in the cards for me, nothing's gonna happen. Mm-hmm. And then something else happened. And then now, after 2 years of being back, I feel like I was meant to sing.
Yeah.
I feel like this was meant for me to be an entertainer.
Well, you definitely have a gift.
Thank you.
You have a gift, because I know a whole lot of people that, they really, really want to sing. Like, I'm one of those people that kind of sing in the shower, mm-hmm. and it sounds real, real good until I get out of those acoustics, and then it's a whole nother problem.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Obviously, writing is my gift. Singing is not my gift. Although I've done a little karaoke, it sounds pretty good, but karaoke is good. But as far as like being a professional singer and stuff like that, I mean, that's your thing, girl. That's what you do. You just do what you do.
I love it. I love it.
So, can you tell me, because you're currently in Wilmington,
mm-hmm.
Who have you worked with since you've been here?
I've worked with Anaya Jazz.
Okay.
And Jason Coleman, he's the drummer and he's also a producer, so I worked with him.
Okay.
And I have, I actually was just invited to join the Anaya production company.
Great.
And so we're going to be doing some original music.
Wonderful.
And I'm going to be working with Delbert Boyer on that.
Mm-hmm.
And I've also done, I've sang with Brian Parr's band.
Oh, so you're just all over the place. We fancy.
No. And I actually have a video coming out later on this year. It's a collaboration with a hip-hop artist. His name is Tommy Funds.
Okay.
And it's sort of like kind of a hip-hop love song.
Oh, cool.
It's really great. It's called Ethereal. And that's going to be later on this year that's coming out.
That's nice. Well, did you write that?
I wrote the hook and the bridge.
So what was the inspiration for that song? Do you know? Like, do you ask people questions like that when you work for them?
I do, actually. I do. I ask them what they want the song to be about, where they want it to go. And Tommy was the one that came up with the idea, because he said he had wrote it a while ago, but he was sitting on it because he didn't just have the right. Sometimes in that field, when you're like a rapper, you don't come across somebody that would want to do a project like that.
Right.
So he told me what the name of the song was, and he told me basically what he wanted in the song, and so I just went with that, and I asked that a lot, like, what do you want the lyrics to be about? What do you want the feeling of the song to be about? And then that's when they give me the music. That's when I write.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's impressive, because I didn't know that about you, that you actually got that involved in whole, in the whole song making process. Like, I knew you wrote your own lyrics.
Yes.
And, of course, I know you sing, but I didn't realize that you were that deep into, like, the production side,
absolutely.
too. So you're like a
absolutely. I'm
quadruple
like in there.
threat.
I'm in there. This is having tried, in the studio and the mixing and the mastering and everything. I'm in there. And another thing that I'm doing is I'm collaborating with Brett Jolly.
Okay.
We are gonna actually next week we're gonna go into the studio and put some stuff together, and we're gonna make some music.
Wonderful. Now look, I saw the few pictures that you guys put out for the photo shoot.
Oh yeah.
That photo shoot was absolutely beautiful. In case you guys have not seen Toni Trower, she is just absolutely stunning.
Oh,
and I can't wait to see her on the cover of the CD. I'm gonna get an autographed copy and stuff, even though I know her, I might get the hookup.
What? You got the hookup.
I'm gonna get the hookup.
You got it.
Oh
already.
Man! So now I've met your family.
Yes.
How is all this? How do they react to all of this? Because I'm sure they're used to you being mom and stuff.
Yeah.
And now it's like, okay, they're all grown and you're starting to get your own life and everything.
Yes.
How are they reacting to Mama being a local celebrity? I want to call you.
I think they're very supportive. They're supportive when they on the things that they want to be supportive of, like my video, my tube show. They're so absolutely supportive on that, helping me with editing and telling me, do this, mom, do that, mom. They're supportive. They come out and they hear me sing. They're supportive that way, but I could tell sometimes they feel a little like, oh, you're going out again. Or what? Again? You're not going to be here? That kind of stuff.
Right.
And I feel bad for them, but my husband is there. He's like, mommy, he's taking on that role where he's keeping them company, make sure that they're okay and stuff like that while I'm out, doing what, because, it's a lot of work to promote yourself. It's, if somebody tells you come out, you really need to go out. You really need to pretty much go to everything you're invited to.
Right. Exactly. Because you have to get your face out there, you got to be seen, you have to network and make those connections.
Oh, absolutely.
And, I have to tell you, I'm really, really proud of you because, like myself, we are women that, waited for our children to get out the way before we went out and, did anything on our own. So, they just kind of let you know, if you're a mom and you have a dream, you can still pursue your dreams.
You really can.
Even if it has to be on hold, because God has already given you those tools. If you have a beautiful voice, you still have a beautiful voice. Mm-hmm. If you can write, you still have, you can still write.
That's right.
So He's already given you the tools. So, if you have to wait a little while your kids get big and everything, when they get out the way, just dust those tools off.
That's right.
Put a little oil on them.
Mm-hmm.
And turn them on, and you'll be amazed at what you might find.
Right. And another suggestion I always give is, if a door opens for you, recognize that it's a door.
Right.
Step through it. A lot of people maybe might not feel confident in themselves at first, and they're turned down things, or they don't show up to things because you don't feel confident or ready, or you don't know if you do have a gift.
Right.
Try it. Nobody is gonna fault you or judge you. And honestly, if you're worried about being judged, then probably don't. Like, if that's what you're most worried about, is being judged.
Right.
The majority of the time, people are gonna open up their arms and they're gonna welcome you.
Right.
So if you get the opportunity to show your gift, take it. And then if somebody extends another opportunity to you, that's a sign that you have something. Take that too.
Right. You have to go for it.
You have to go for it.
You have to. I mean, you know, like I said earlier, you know, God's giving you these gifts and He's giving you these tools. He doesn't expect